Yes, indeed, indeed. It is Thursday night, man. Also my favorite night of the week because we begin to kick off Reaper's Underground Black Flame Entertainment weekends week after week. And what a better way to start it than with my undead brother here, Mortula. And of course, the big bad devil daddy himself, Reaper to the left here. At least my left. I don't know. Maybe for you all, it's right, upside down. I don't fucking know. But anyway, but welcome to the Horror BBQ. Best way to fucking kick off the week after a long week indeed. Let me fucking tell you. I've been in my crypt all day long. And it's so good to come out for all you beautiful people out there. That's right. You, the ones that need to share this out. Anywhere and everywhere there is a vampire lover, a Danzig lover, a misfit lover, horror lover, wake the dead, don't care, auntie, sister, father, brothers, sisters, second, third cousin. I don't give a fuck. Wake them up so that they can watch us here on the Horror BBQ because we got one hell of a movie to discuss with you. And the best part about it, independent horror at its best. And that's right. It took Glenn Danzig to take a stab, literally, at making a vampire spaghetti western. And who better to do it but the man in black himself. So, but before we get into this madness, I can see Mortula's just fucking piping at the bit over there. We're going to kick this shit off, but let's check in with our brother over at Horror Struck Hot Sauce. Hotter than hell. Check it out. That's right. I know y'all love your chicken. You love your steak. You love that pork. Well, guess what? Let's make it truly horrifying by putting some of that horror struck hot sauce all over that meat. Slap it around a little bit and call it mama. Or maybe call your mom. I don't
call it mother.
Right? But definitely get over to horrorstruckhotsauce.com because the man's got Horror Struck Hot Sauce beef jerky now. Who doesn't like beef jerky? And if you love the hot sauce already and you got that passion for horror, let's get the meat that goes along with it.
90% jerky.
Right. Hey, what's going on? We got like 8 billion comments that I had no idea we had. What's up, Lizzie? Kyler, hey, what's going on, brother? I know you're tired, man. I was tired too from this week. Man, I tell you, working the graveyard shift, sifting souls all night long. It's a tasty business, but it's a tiring business at the same time. So
it gives you a good feeling on what old Mortimer has to go through all the time, just sifting through the souls.
What's going on, Cody? Good to see you, brother. And good night. I totally understand, man. You get up way too fucking early. I'll finally be in my crypt around that time.
He kicks the rooster in the bottom to wake him up in the morning.
That's right. So just 1 second, folks. I'm just double checking a couple things. Yes, we are actually completely on Facebook right now. So it has worked. The Lord of the Abyss, that's right, Lucifer himself has ordained it that you can't stop us. We are on Facebook right now, and guess what? YouTube as well. So hello, all you beautiful demons and addicts that we miss so much week to week. So, man, if you are a vampire lover, first of all, who doesn't like a good vampire flick? I know I do. As a matter of fact, my friend Vlad, you might know him. He's a guy with the pointy stick, call him the Impaler. We hang out a lot. He's a good friend of mine. I'm a big fan of his. He's a fan of mine. We work together sometimes. It's fantastic. Right. But seriously, though, anything from Bela Lugosi to Christopher Lee from the great Hammer horror vampire films, as well as even Frank Langella gets a pass on this one. He was a great Dracula in the 70s. Jack Palance, the Gary Oldman. And the list goes on and on. There's been so many different incarnation of vampire films. Not the Underworld series, Lost,
right.
You know, what we do in the shadows. You know, everything. We love vampires, but then again, if you're as old as dirt like myself, and possibly Mortula over there. We grew up with something known as spaghetti westerns. And, you know, even you youngsters, you hipsters should probably know who the fuck Clint Eastwood is. Or was, I should say, because now he's like 155. But he's still, you know, good for him.
Because most people, I would say, of our demons know Clint Eastwood is, hey, punk.
Right.
Lucky. Will do ya, punk.
Right. As well as somebody known as the Duke. As well. These are all synonymous names with the classic era of spaghetti westerns. Most of them, most of the time, serious, over-the-top acting, I might add. A little dry humor here and there, but it's there, but a whole lot of gunslinging. And that's why people loved him so much. I mean, Clint Eastwood was just a badass anyway. I mean, a fistful of, you know, skulls. Yeah. I mean, a fistful of dollars.
My personal favorite of his, Pale Rider.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a damn good one. So why not combine vampires and the classic spaghetti westerns of you know, yesterday? And everything about this film screams that. Everything from the sets, like the location, the background, whether they were on a soundstage or not, everything made you feel like you were there. And I believe for most of this film, it was on location.
Oh yeah, no, it looked like it. Like I was saying, it's like I agree with you. It's like he couldn't have shot the film the way he did if he wasn't a fan of how they did spaghetti westerns.
Well, sure.
And those stylized shots, but within those stylized shots, he brought the darkness that you would get by adding the vampire element into it. So it makes the stuff more unsettling.
Oh, Kyler. I watched plenty of spaghetti westerners, never seen spaghetti in a westerner, though. That is too funny.
Now I'm going to have to look for a spaghetti western that has spaghetti in it.
Right, exactly. So the reason they called it spaghetti westerns, a little bit of background history for you, is because this is what dads who come home from a long day at work or whatever, what have you, and would sit down with their dinner and watch these westerns back to back to back. Like if it was on TV, you know, they were watching it. So it was synonymous with dinner time. And of course, you know, spaghetti was definitely a favorite.
And also, too, it was, which this isn't the unnice side of the name, is it was also funded a lot by Italian directors.
No, that's true, too.
And
that is very, very true.
That was the thing, too, that made that work and kind of got to poke fun at people trying to be mean, because those films are some of the best westerns that have ever been filmed.
Oh, absolutely.
So who's laughing now? So, right. And that's how it kind of worked, because it launched so many different actors' careers.
Yeah.
Like, tons of them came from it, because that was the action movies for how many years? All the way up into the 80s. That's how the big TV stars would be going into the Western TV shows.
Yeah.
Gunsmoke, Bonanza.
Oh man, the people watch.
Rifleman, all of those
reruns.
Yeah,
All those. I mean, anything cowboy. Everybody in the 50s was watching that shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if wives pretty much cared for it or not, but I know
I think they did when they started casting the good-looking cowboys. I think is what got now the wife will watch with the husband. You know, I want to see how little Joe Cartwright's doing. I just want to make sure him and Max, Marshall Dillon are okay. Okay, calm down. It's a commercial.
It's like, hey, go check on your 6 brothers and sisters. There was always like a huge family of these cowboys and shit.
And even Little Missouri was Western set time frame. So it's like a lot of the big shows, and even that was in the early 80s. So we've always had a resurgence of Westerns. But back then, during the spaghetti Westerns time, is like you said, it's like they made these epics over and over and over again, and just kept knocking them out of the park. And it's like, man, that's really good. And then we had to wait for like Young Guns, Tombstone.
Oh my goodness.
When those films like that.
The Unforgiven,
and
that was a good one. Not to be confused
with Appaloosa. Appaloosa. That's such a hard time with that one, but that's a great one too.
So I mean, and when Reaper was in a Little Hood, that's what was on like at 5 in the morning on television was episodes of Gunsmoke or Bonanza. I mean, everyone knows the goddamn Rawhide theme.
Rawhide, yeah, exactly.
So, when you take the fun of that and suddenly throw vampires into the mix, I mean, that just spells awesomeness to me.
Right, because it's also, too, it's kind of going against what you would think of the Wild West, because everybody expects everybody to be armed with the revolvers and the pistols and stuff, and they are.
Right.
But
they happen to have a second weapon.
Yeah, it's not traditionally what people would think that you would use to take out vampires.
Right.
That's always more of a hands-on approach, It's like it doesn't matter to the stake.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, and I liked that. It's like taking a challenge to mixing the genre.
Some people will probably argue that the third installment, I think it is, the third installment of From Dusk Till Dawn was the first to do it. Because they go back and show you the roots of where Satanic Pandemonium came from.
Right.
And it's back in Wild West times. But honestly, though, I don't think that was the focus. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Looney Dingo in the house.
Looney Dingo.
So this, in my opinion, and it's an independent film. You had a very limited theater run. I think there was only 3 showings in 3 different projects. Oh, it definitely. And this is something far away from what Glenn Danzig was doing with trying to bring his comic book series to life.
Right.
So, and it's
different
him at the same time. There was a song called "Crawl Across the Killing Floor," which was a Danzig tune. I forget which album. But the whole video is Glenn walking in a duster and a cowboy hat, and he's pulling a coffin behind him as he's walking through this ghost town. And
which is very original Django. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's carrying the coffin with the minigun.
I think this is probably a direction that he would go in.
Right.
He would always put horror into it. So here we have Death Rider in the House of Vampires, starring the original star of one of the largest franchises known to man, Devon Sawa of Final Destination. He is our Death Rider. Now, what a great character, because so many of us are huge fans of Blade, as a anti-hero, basically.
Right.
because he's full vampire. But damn, is he pissed off about it?
Right. Right. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Yeah.
You
He's
can
got
definitely
that.
tell that he's like a Lone Ranger type person.
Yeah. Well, it's to me, and it's funny too, though, is it's like how you were saying that he was doing, trying to bring his comic book stuff to life in film. That I kind of got that vibe of the Wolverine character, the Gambit character, the person that's got, I'll take care of this on my own. I don't need a team. I don't need backup.
Well,
But
and it's a revenge story too.
Well, exactly. So in the revenge story, your hero or anti-hero is always going to ride that line if they're smart. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy?
Right. We don't quite know because he could be playing both sides against the middle. You just never know.
Right. You don't know. And he does quite well with that in this. He really does. He doesn't reveal his hand right out of the gate the whole time, which I appreciate that.
Yeah, me too. Like,
let me work for it a little bit.
Right.
Don't just spoon feed it to me,
I mean, and of course the film opens up in epic fucking fashion. We have, our rider riding in on his horse. And Glenn is not shy with the bringing the flesh.
No.
To these types of things and his horror.
Glenn for that.
I could only imagine the casting call for that. Drop your top.
You're going to be riding a horse.
Let me see him, baby.
Pretty much, right?
In his
come into a room
voice.
that fills with fog and it gets all dark for a second. So now you're auditioning.
Right. Hold on a second. There we go. But he's got this girl on horseback, and it seems like it's a long journey. Well, maybe in this case, really long. But oh shit! Of course. All right, hold on. There we go. Just trying to get one more graphic put up into the fold there, but he's riding along, and like I said, it literally feels like it's forever. Now, mind you, I think brilliantly, and this is something that you said also, Mortula, is the fact that Glenn used the natural light as he was doing it. There's no extra lighting. What you got was raw nature.
Yeah, which worked. And the way that he shot it and the time that he shot it, it fit. It, like I said, it added to the darkness of taking a Western and making it gloomy. Like, you've got that underlying supernatural threat.
Yes.
Even though, even though Death Rider's a vampire. It's like it's still a dangerous vibe, and it's just through natural lighting, like you said, through the desert scape that he's that they're riding through.
Well, and it pays homage. It pays homage.
Oh yeah, totally.
To the spaghetti westerns of old, because we always saw Clint Eastwood riding his horse into a town. He just didn't have a big titted woman on the back of his horse.
True. That is true. I think the movies would have been more popular back then, personally, if he would have, done it.
Oh, I'm sure that would have grabbed literally everyone.
But Glenn made it.
Gotta watch westerns.
Right.
But Glenn, he knows what's good for the goose in this case.
Right.
And then finally, he's not too far from where he's going, obviously, and well, look who stops him. Fucking Danny Trejo.
Yeah. And Danny never disappoints in any film he's in.
Never.
Ever.
He's like, hey, Gringo.
Yeah, it's like and the thing that I enjoyed too, though, for that was his character was nothing like he was in Dusk Till Dawn.
No.
It was a completely different vampire.
Thank goodness.
Completely personality. Yeah, but I personally, and I know you feel the same way, if you got Danny Trejo in your film, you're not going to waste it.
Oh, fuck no. No
He's going
way.
to add to what he needs to do, establish things, especially if it's a bad guy, since, it's Danny, he's probably not going to meet a good end, because that's the way he handles characters. If he's a good guy, he can live in the movie. If he's a bad guy, I believe it's in his contract that he has to get taken out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and in this case, definitely that is what happens. But he's adding such a cool kind of a comedy aspect with his character of Bella.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go. You don't want to go in there, gringo.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, right there is worth the price of admission. Just to see, Danny Trejo, portraying this character.
Okay, yeah, because he did it 100%. It wasn't, oh, he just phoned it in. It was 100% character acting there.
Oh, trust me, Looney. This one you're gonna want to watch.
Oh yes,
it's taking Western into the realm of vampires, and it's one big ass bloodbath. They do not skimp on this.
And
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, and information that we will be divulging later was another reason to see the film, having to do with one of its stars.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Trying to fix something here. Dang it. Nope, that wasn't it. But yeah, so then, obviously we're going to encounter many, many awesome characters in this film. We have a star-studded cast. Not too many people can say that on such a self-financed project as this one.
Exactly.
I mean, and the man who steals the show in every scene he does, Mr. Eli Roth.
Yep.
And I mean, this guy just brings presence.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. And it's like when they say, especially any kind of character he's playing, you enjoy your work, you enjoy your job. And he
gets into it.
He gets into it, but it sells the parts that he's doing so much better.
Right. Very much so. And he plays, basically a very classic bad guy.
Yeah.
He's kind of like the muscle for the true king of this film, which is our dearly late, great Julian Sands. This, people, was his last performance. And what a performance he gave.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that I can say too personally to anyone, which you all should be, great fans and admirers of Julian Sands. He did not hold back. He delivered like he always delivers. It was amazing.
Absolutely. He plays the classic aristocrat vampire who's come over from Europe to the new land to basically hide and have his own little place carved out, wherever he could find it. And here he is smack dab in the middle of the wild, wild west. And one of his, right-hand men, of course, is, in fact, Glenn Danzig himself. And Glenn does not disappoint whatsoever. You would think that, he probably couldn't deliver a performance, but yes, he can.
Well, see, the only thing on that end for him is, as I did feel that he could deliver a performance, but I figured writing it, directing it, so many aspects that he was doing that maybe the performance would suffer. But
he's a workhorse, this guy.
Well, no, he is. And he worked it the right way, I think, in this, that gave him the ability to enhance it and use that character the right way without, getting in the way of what he was trying to shoot or trying to film, because it's his vision all around. So I think he did that brilliantly.
Absolutely. It's hard to do that and maintain the vision that you want for this thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Because there were a lot of moving parts, as far as who was storyboards. Glenn had written it. He's done the soundtrack. We found out was done before the film even was ready to be filmed yet.
Yeah.
Which is one of the greatest parts of watching Ryder ride into this vampire sanctuary was the great theme song for Death Rider. Of course, Tommy Victor, Glenn Danzig's guitarist, and of course Glenn singing the theme song. It was fucking magic. Loved it.
No, it was really, a beautiful.
It gave a great feeling to it.
Yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful blending of, what I mean, dark metal with westerns, like sounds that you would expect in a traditional old school western.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he blended
really
that whistle that you used to hear in some of those classic spaghetti westerns. Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah.
But he did it in such a cool way, in such a dark, evil kind of way, which is really cool. So we find ourselves finding Ryder, trying to seek sanctuary. So the fact that he had the bodacious, big asseted chick on the back of his horse was to pay his entry into this place in order to speak with Count Count Holiday.
Which I love that.
Yeah.
I love that nod to Doc. Yeah. And like, if you're gonna do it with anybody, do it with Julian. And he did. Yeah. And I loved that. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I mean, if you'll notice that actually throughout the film, a lot of these characters' names. I mean, Glenn's character's name is Bad Bathory. So it's like, okay. And then you have Kid Drac, I think it was. Yeah. So all the names are super cool. They're named after different vampires, different,
little tropes of Wild West. And little twists on them. Yeah, and it was like, and you could tell everybody was having fun.
I am so pissed off about that. I agree with Jody, a new watcher. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Says that the song is still unreleased. It's a good one. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I was looking for it everywhere. I was trying to find how I could, even just put it into the promo for tonight's show. Couldn't find it. Glenn has done a great job at keeping it away from creative hands.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can tell with this, it's very personal project for him, and I don't blame him at all. I mean, it's like, you didn't crowdfund it, you didn't do anything. It's straight out of what you could do.
Not at all.
It's smart though. In that end, especially for him, because he had his vision for the film, and I'm sure he didn't want other people coming in and trying to take it, wrestle the control away from him.
Well, we all know how Glenn feels about anyone doing anything with anything of his.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
So not a big shocker here.
Yeah, it made sense to me that it's all in-house. He did it all himself on that end.
But he did have a good team behind him, like I said. That's the thing, though. And Glenn Duff did give nod to everyone that was crew related.
Very much so.
He did the heavy lifting, absolutely. But he actually is like a true to life real director, in my opinion, too, because he's like, if it's not my eye behind the camera,
it's freaking me out.
It's freaking me out, and no one's going to shoot it like I'll shoot it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying exactly. He knew the vision he had for this film.
Yeah.
He really did, and used in it in the best way. You let the actors and the cast and stuff help him tell this story.
Mm-hmm.
And even in the craziest moments, it's like I said, you can tell that the cast are enjoying themselves. They're having fun at what they're doing, and that helps any film for me. It's like, well, they're having a good time. I want to be part of this good time. What's up?
Well,
It's like,
exactly. I mean, all the comical moments with this young lady.
yeah.
She was just awesome. Her name is
Oh,
Kim. I believe Kim Director is the name. Let me
yes.
just double check that because I could be totally fucking wrong. Gotta love it. Yep, Kim Director. She plays Carmilla Joe. And
Which I
she's
would,
kind of like the female muscle of the house.
yeah, she's kind of a mix between, like you said, like Muscle and Miss Kitty. From like, it's like she rides that madam vibe at the same time.
Oh yeah, she's somebody's got to keep them hoes in line.
She just feels that way towards anybody.
Right.
So,
Well, yes. Yeah. And what she sees, she takes, she wants.
Yep.
And
house rules.
Yeah, exactly. House rules, and there are laws in place in this joint. So, you get your fingers caught in the cookie jar, you're going to end up like the blonde who was warned not to put her lips on Death Rider. She belonged to Carmilla. And, well, unfortunately, what a waste, but she burned at the stake. And we have to say, well, at least for me anyway, that the CG moments there of them turning to ash, the slow burn,
yes,
from inside, really, honestly, for such a modest budget, that was fucking well done.
Oh, it's very well done, yeah, and that's the other thing too that we can say without giving away too much, but it's like he played with the lore of what a vampire is.
Oh yeah, big time.
What they can do, what their abilities are, how they work, and things like that. And it's also too, he also, because it's a horror film, he addressed that whole little issue on, oh, I've got these dainty little holes in my neck. The vampire bit me. Oh, I'm okay. No, if you get bit by one of them, you're not running away.
Not shy on the blood spurts whatsoever.
Yeah, but he made it to where it's like you get bit by them, it's fatal. It's like it's a threat. It's as much as a threat as the gun, as a 6-shooter. So
yeah. And
I'm
glad that he didn't really, shed any light on making a new vampire.
Yeah.
That was completely non-existent in this. And there's no real, back history or backstory on how any of them came to be. Because, I mean, some of these guys are wearing like soldier uniforms, like maybe they had fought in the Civil War or part of the infantry. Then of course you have your traditional cowboys. So it's like they come from all walks of life, and we have no idea how they're there, but they're there. And Julian's character, Count Holiday, has given them a home, a sanctuary to live. And, if you want to go out, you can go out, but most of them don't. They don't have to. I mean, the thing, though, I thought that was super fucking cool is the fact that the vampires could drink bourbon. Because what we know about the Wild Wild West, everybody loved their whiskey. Yeah. So here we have vampires that are like, I don't drink whiskey. Exactly. They're like, yes, the fuck I do.
Right. Yeah, you didn't have that typical we can't have anything minus blah blah, and they were able to in this, and man, it was interesting though. It wasn't like that it like took them, it's like, oh look, oh that vampire's drunk. You didn't really get that vibe.
Nope, sure didn't.
You know what I mean? But it's like they're just
there wasn't any cheese factor.
Right. Yeah, no. It was just like it's a natural something they can do. Yeah. So he played with it. He played with what is a vampire, and I thought that was cool. Why not? I mean, it's been done the normal ways thousands of times over. You know,
well, yeah, it's like, why bother? Why do what everyone else has done? This is my world. This is Death Rider's world.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we're gonna do it a little different.
Yeah.
We're gonna be a little more rock and roll with that.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is totally fucking cool by me. Shit.
It didn't bother me. Hell, we wouldn't have Lost Boys without trying to throw some rock and roll in there with vampires.
Well, yeah, most of them are like punk fucking rock too. Yep. You know what I mean? But
it's the same thing there too. They don't establish how long they've been there. They don't establish how old they are. I mean, you do Once Bitten. Look at Once Bitten. You've got the same kind of thing. You got vampires through the ages living in one place. But in this one, you got freaking Julian Sands running the place, and he's nice, but he's not at the same time. So that's kind of I like that kind of, you've still got that danger going, like you're always in the saloon or something, Oh,
absolutely. So, I mean, they have all the comforts they want, and they have truckloads of women that come in that aren't vampires, and they're literally there just to get their blood on. So, and I love how, when you think of spaghetti westerns and what they call each other, they're not calling each other bitches or anything like that. Oh, you blood whore. That was like the constant line that a lot of the women would call each other. And I thought it was just fucking hilarious. And, exactly, this was not 1000% to be taken seriously. There is a lot of comical moments, one-liners.
Yeah. Well, that's like the film knew what it was, though. Yeah. It was, it wasn't like it was like, somebody delivers a line and then you hear the crickets and it's like, did that land? It's like, it's not like it knows what kind of movie it is.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that too. Any film that knows what it is, you're going to get a better film. Because it's not fighting with itself, trying to get it on the screen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all of the actors and actresses made it their own. Like they owned.
Oh, yeah. Everybody went off. Yeah.
And honestly, the only one that you could even, imagine was the oldest was the Count. Like, because just the way he is. He wasn't, he had the classic look. He had the long black hair.
Long fingernails. It's like he looked like what a lot of people would imagine Dracula or Barnabas Collins to that end, could have looked like. And like he had very much, I'm the Count.
He did, and he would always
carry that air of a stock, aristocratic, but also don't mess with me.
Yes,
exactly. Without pushing it, you know what I mean? It's the same. It's like Tony Todd, same,
same thing.
It's the same kind of gravitas that he could pull in the scene and just.
Yeah, he'll give you the seriousness, but some of his lines were making fun of the way the cowboys talk. He's like, as you say, I don't know, putting your boots on or some shit like that. It was just fucking hilarious. And then once you guys get to see this, you'll see why. But again, this is a toughie to try to get your hands on this film. You can get it possibly through YouTube, because I'm sure somebody's put it up there. Prime Video doesn't have it. None of the other ones have it either, but you can buy copies of it through Cleopatra Records, because through Cleopatra Entertainment is how this film got distributed. So it's very, very exclusive. Lizzie says insert tumbleweed. But no, I mean, Glenn even says that there are moments where it's funny, like it's gonna be funny. We're having fun here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the big moments that I really enjoyed, and you know, you had mentioned changing the lore up, is the idea of Silver. Silver is a motherfucker here, even all the way down to silver staking. You know, they're not regular stakes. So Silver is definitely a big enemy here as well. So that part of the lore is still there, but you know, Silver though is something that we have seen used.
True.
In like Underworld,
Silver Bullet, Blade.
Yeah, Blade 2. Yep. Mm-hmm. So it's not like it's out of the ordinary, but you know, I mean, taking your vampires out by throwing, you know, colloidal silver flakes into a whiskey bottle and saying, "Hey, drinks are on me." What a way to take your enemies out all in one shot.
Heartburn. Yeah. But, you know, they do say taking those shots of whiskey back in the Wild West were pretty rough shots. So they meant it.
I mean, without giving too much away, because we want you guys to see it. And now that I know a way, which I was able to do this with my good friend Mortula there, that we can actually do a private screening of this film. And I think I'm going to add that in as a special Reapers Underground Horror Barbecue exclusive, invitational only, to check this film out and actually get to watch it with us. How about that? So if you haven't seen it, if you didn't get your hands on a physical copy, that would be a really cool way to do that. I'm also looking for a way to do that with my latest film, Grind, that just came out. Because, I mean, yes, it's on streaming platforms right now. That's definitely one way, or a physical way. But if you want to check it out with me and Mortula there, it's a great way for you guys to be able to do that with us. I think that would be fun. So, but a couple more things, you know, before we show the, excuse me. Oh, some souls are just indigestible, I swear.
I told you the ways on you. It's like kicking and screaming, and it's like, just give in already. Come on.
I know, they're just clinging to life, right?
All right. Well, some of us do.
For sure.
I got away pretty good.
But without giving too much away, obviously, there is a reason that Ryder is there, and he's there because he wants to take them all out. And it involves a family member of his and stuff. So it's got that classic revenge tale that you get with spaghetti westerns, which is so fucking cool because they always work so well together. Revenge, killing, you know, people, you know, killing your kind. In this case, the vampires, you know. So, you know, I mean, it's got all the elements. Is it perfect? Absolutely not.
No, it's not.
There are some things about the film that could have been done better or differently.
True. But I think a lot of people thinking that, you know, he's just coming from, you know, the metal world and the rock world, that he wouldn't have like the experience to make, you know, a decent film. And he did.
He did it.
You know, he did. He's like,
he keeps proving everybody wrong.
Perfect, but it's definitely worth watching.
Well, and in the indie world, it's like I don't. Everyone fucking loves it in the underground. We do. We absolutely do. Like I said, we don't expect every independent film to be perfect. I mean, we're all so excited to check out one of the upcoming films coming out that I'm in called Stoner Snake. And it's billed as it's probably the worst film you'll ever see. But it's because it's fun. It's done on purpose. So the fact that the critics jumped on Glenn so bad for this one. I just don't get it because, in my opinion, not speaking for Mortula there, but in my opinion, Death Rider kicked the fuck out of Verotic.
Yeah, no, definitely. I enjoyed it for sure. And I would watch the sequel, definitely.
If he
And
decides to do one.
yeah, if he decided to do it. But kudos to him for, having the balls to do his project the way he wanted to do it, keep it in-house. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, enjoyed the music, enjoyed the effects.
Very
Definitely
practical.
enjoyed the character acting that was put on display, especially Julian Sands.
Oh, we miss you.
And yeah, exactly. And that's one of the things there too, though, is it's like you said, but Eli Roth delivers an amazing performance. It's like,
oh my goodness.
But for critics to go after him so bad, my first thing I would say to the critics is go make your own movie.
Go make your own movie.
Go make your own movie out of pocket and see how well you do and see how it feels when somebody rips it apart that didn't even really watch it.
Or even got it. Like everything that Glenn talks about, and there's an interview he gives about it. Everything he says is in that film. There's no pulled punches, no wool put over the eyes or nothing. Why those critics were expecting this like grandiose, Glenn being a master of horror thing. Come on, just because he's, got the, like you said, the critical acclaim for music, being an artist and all that. And of course, the comic book series was successful. His first film, everybody watched it. But you have to realize there's a lot of people that loved this one more, me included. Because I thought it had all the elements. It was very original, very creative.
Well, I think that's what it was, is he learned from his first experience and took more time on this one.
Sure did, yeah.
Through the process to get the story and the music, like you say, though he wrote the soundtrack literally to the film before the film was shot.
Right.
So he already had a vibe. He already had the songs in his head. And visually, like we both said, it's beautiful. There are shots in this film that actually are quite
breathtaking.
Yeah, they're breathtaking, quite haunting. And in the desert, it's letting the locales shine for what they are and what they're supposed to be. It's not, you don't get wasted. Really, it's not wasted filmmaking.
No, not at all. Definitely not wasted. And keep in mind, guys, 68 years old when he made this. He's now 70 and still rocking, still
performing.
I mean, he was just in Coachella with the Misfits. So
wouldn't have guessed that in this film whatsoever.
No, the guy looks like he's at least 40 years old at best.
Well, so, I mean, that high plasma diet will do that to you, you don't get a last name Bathory there,
Yeah,
dipping into the sauce,
bathing in the blood of young virgins. Yes,
right into the horror sauce.
It's like an aperitif,
right? Right, but I really, really enjoyed how smart he was, though, about, because it's his baby and everything like that. And some people will make that mistake and force themselves into it when they can't do the part that they've assigned themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't do that.
Nope.
He didn't do that. He used the character the way the character needed to be used for that archetype character of a Western / vampire film.
Yes.
He used him properly. He used him sparingly, and I appreciated that, because he had his stories the story that needed to be established with Death Rider, and like we said, his whole history to why
it's a great storyline. I mean, he wrote a very, very well thought out script. I probably would have changed a few things about the gunfights.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. I feel like the reaction time should have been a little bit quicker paced.
Right.
But other
I
than
did
that,
like the
though,
sound of the guns, though.
oh yeah,
Yeah, they
you
did.
know,
They
I
did the
think they
period
did.
sound of the weapons properly. Yeah,
Yes, I
it didn't
think
sound like
they
some
went
future
for
weapon.
a more raw sound.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
is what made that come off so well. You didn't get that pew pew
yeah.
pew kind of sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you
Well,
would
it's like
get
I
in
think
some
it's
of those
probably what
original.
they did, like for the Red Dead Redemption game. You know, it's like you went out, fired the real guns from that era to get the sound of it properly. It's like you said, without just that background ricochet shot that's been done in every Western period.
Right.
So,
Well,
yeah,
and you didn't have one of the coolest scenes I felt in the film of a exploding head.
yeah.
You know, that was by far one of the coolest parts of the film
Oh,
when they were taking out a traitor.
yeah. No, agreed.
So many cool
Agreed.
moments, and you
And
guys
the
will see it.
yeah, a great blend in that scene too between the practical and the digital effect. Yeah, it was great. And not something that I can say on that level that I've ever seen in a vampire film.
Nope,
Not like
because
that, not that I can recall.
Dust Till Dawn, Fright Night.
Yeah.
You know, you got explosions, but they weren't so juicy.
Well, I mean, it's also true,
That's the one that you see in this one. So
yeah.
much blood, which
Well,
is,
I mean, it
you
probably
know,
just
never a
aged.
bad thing. It's never a bad thing.
You don't want to go gargling silver after you've just eaten. Got to give
Well,
that
of
30
course
minutes
not.
or so, you know.
That would be pointless. That would be stupid. But seriously, though, folks, you're going to see what we're talking about. Very much attention to detail to bring these scenes to life. And all of the, seeing as this is a period piece, he really did nail some of the most important details that you would have back then. So there wasn't anything that looked updated or, you know, all the way down to the guns. The guns were purely from that time period.
Right.
No 357 Magnums. I'm sorry.
Right. No, I appreciated that.
Didn't have it.
I liked that touch personally. Yeah.
Yeah. But without excuse me, former ado, let's check out the trailer for Death Rider in the House of Vampires.
Hey, gringo! I don't think you want to come this way.
What is it you want?
Sanctuary. I seek sanctuary.
There is a reason so many seek the comfort of sanctuary. Crosses, and a worse fate awaits.
You ever see what happens when you pour liquid silver down a bloodsucker's throat? Oh, now you just watch.
Oh, yeah!
What's your name?
They call me Ryder.
Ryder. That's it.
Name's Death Rider.
Ryder is mine. If I even catch you looking at him for over a second, I will have you staked out, son.
Now you're really dead.
I wish to know why he has come to sanctuary.
This one here's gonna be mine.
Oh, yeah! Come on! Are you scared now?
careful coming up on someone like that, doll.
Why? What you all got in mind?
Want a drink, kid?
I got me some business I got to take care of right about now.
The dump tree.
What you doing at Shang-Chi?
Bella Latigo. That is the last name you're going to hear, Gringo.
I guess we're gonna have us another time now, huh, kid? Foolish rider. I'd say he was as good as dead.
Now, if that doesn't blow some dust up under your skirt, I don't know what will. Perhaps, Morty might be able to make that happen. But seriously, though, if that didn't draw you into how cool, a Western can really be, and then you got motherfucking Julian Sands, man. Oh, and from start to finish, epic performance all the way through. It's got everything you want. It's got action, it's got romance, it's got big gunfights, and just really stellar fucking acting all the way around from the entire cast.
Big assets, big fangs.
Big fangs, but unfortunately, too much Botox. But
True. True.
It's like fish lips everywhere.
Little bit, yes.
Little
But
bit.
that could be the look for the time.
I mean, it may be. But nonetheless, I feel like this as a sophomore effort by Glenn Danzig, he definitely really upped the game. And honestly, even though Verotic was not exactly, it was an anthology, so there were certain ones that I really dug, but I felt like he took on too much for that one. This one was on an even keel the entire time. Only have to worry about just this story, not 4 stories. And he really shined here, in my opinion, as an independent filmmaker, because people have to remember he was a huge 70s horror fan.
Yep.
So he brought a lot of that into this one.
Oh yes, and it's like what you had mentioned before with like the Hammer horror films and stuff, and it's like you can definitely tell throughout the film where his homages are coming and his nods too and stuff. And the people, like I said, that he cast are having a blast. It's like you're getting to be vampires, and just, so it's like you can tell, and I think that helps any film when the cast is having a good time.
Oh yeah,
get to really
100%.
sink deep into it.
Not exactly sure, who did the fangs on this, but literally all the fangs that everyone wore, none of them looked like, fitted for them. They were definitely handled with care. They matched all of their teeth, so nothing really stuck out. These two really white ones and then yellow teeth.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. A lot of their teeth really, it fit each person. It's like they were slightly different styles.
And that's hard to do.
No, it is, definitely. And it's hard, like you said, to get that blending to where there's like it completely, you're lost in it. Oh, he's got fangs, and that's the thing. You're not looking at like, oh, only the fangs look like, it's like you said, that it's like everything is color blended well, and nobody's looks hokey or anything like that. So, and I appreciate that.
I think that, bravo to the actors and actresses, because none of them wearing fangs fucked with their speech pattern either.
That's
they
true.
Were able to speak flawlessly, and a lot of times, people who have to do vampire scenes, you can kind of tell it's fucking with their
Oh
ability.
yeah, yeah. They're going for around their friends.
So really good job on that.
Yeah, exactly. And people are giving dialogue in them too. It's not just ha 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 ha. It's people actually giving their dialogue in the fangs. And exactly what you said. Yeah, they're not speaking around them like they've got a stone in their mouth or something.
Nope.
So yeah, kudos to them on that. Definitely, yeah.
So yeah, because I mean, even one of my favorite films of all time, John Carpenter's Vampires. The main vampire had trouble speaking when those fangs were in.
Yeah. Loves
I don't know if people realize that or not.
Great. But yeah, no, it's
I
like
loved
he's
him as the vampire priest. I thought he was fucking amazing.
Right, yeah. But yeah, when he's trying to say James Woods' character, and it's like Jack Crow. It was like, poor dude, man, that's messed up. He should have told Jack Crow to sweep the leg.
Or when he was, saying to the girl before he bites her on the thigh, almost up by the quim. He's I'm going to give you something you will never forget. And I'm like, yeah, you're having trouble speaking there, buddy. That was not very romantic.
Well, I mean, he was at one time supposed to be a priest, so he was probably a little intimidated. Pressure of the fangs, it's like didn't know what to do. It's like, I'll just wait.
He's like, man, shit, I was a priest. Now I'm a vampire. So all of a sudden, if I get close to the cooter, it's okay.
Like, I'm not going to go for the neck as much with this one.
He's like, yeah, let's make sure we can hide it.
It's like me floating up on the ceiling, is my way to flirt,
Too fucking fun. This film is great, guys. It really is. And like I said, if you're a fan of Danzig, you're definitely going to love this movie because I mean, it's literally him all over it as far as creativity.
Yeah, creativity, vision, direction, hit through his eyes. You know what I mean? He shot it all, so it's like it is. You can't get more Glenn with what he's trying to do.
Well, yeah, and it's always going to be fucked up. It's going to be sexy and it's going to be fucked up. That's what you get.
I mean, with Glenn. Well, that's the thing. It's like, he's got a reputation and an aesthetic he likes to stick to. So, I can't condemn him on that.
Well, no. Who should? Nobody.
Right. Exactly.
Man, what a great way to kick off a stellar weekend with the Horror BBQ. Hopefully we've inspired y'all to check this film out. And really give it a chance. That's the main thing. I want you guys to give it a chance because if you didn't like the first one, you got to remember the first film was Verotic and it was based on his adult 18 plus comics that he was trying to bring to life. And if you didn't understand that, you damn sure will understand this one. So
right. But and I agree with like what you were saying though, the ability for him to just focus on one set story, I think, and paced himself better through this film helped a lot.
It really did. Always a learning process.
Exactly, and it showed. It showed that he learned a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Going through, and that's good. I mean, I wish that good for any director.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and he's only done 2 films.
Exactly. So, yeah. It's like, I thought it was really well done. I enjoyed it.
Hell yeah. So I think that's what we'll do. I think myself and Mortula will put together a watch party to for anybody who hasn't seen the film and wants to see it. I mean, that's what the underground is all about. The best in underground art and entertainment. This is definitely an art piece. And if it's hard to find, if you can't get it, if Cleopatra Records is not selling it anymore, shame on them. Number one, because I have a copy. You know, there was nothing that was going to stop me from watching it. So we will do that. And so stay peeled. And especially since we're, you know, in season 2 of the Halloween Havoc series, this is a great way to, you know, show it with you, the fans, because without y'all, there's no us. We're just two assholes in fucking paint. You know, yeah, I think we'll definitely make that happen. I think that would be fun. But you know, the weekend's not over. We're just getting started, people. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Tracks of the Damned will be back in effect with an all-new show for you, as we will be delving into big bands that got hate for songs that are actually really good. So we've chosen a few songs from each of these staple bands that we feel that you should actually check out. Instead of, because sometimes, you know, you listen to something one time, you hate it, but then if you listen to it a little bit more, sometimes it may grow on you. So you're surprised at what we come up with. And then, of course, Saturday night, that's right, my brother in Satan, Lorcan Black, is going to be back on the show after 2 years since his last novel, and he's back with a new banger called The Satanic Gospels, and we're going to be really digging deep into that, into satanic theory and philosophy. So anything that you could possibly want to know or learn more, let's say you're already a practitioner like myself of 30 plus years, this is the time to bring them questions, and you'll get them answered. But the only thing we ask is just don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Don't ask stuff you probably already know the answer to. That's the only thing. Because, you know, the veil is lifted. There's no mystery on satanic philosophy in the first place. So join us at 8 p.m. for that. It's going to be a very, very good introspective evening. And then right after that, we're going to enjoy that great indulgence of life on the goddamn program, which will be taking place at 9 p.m. So if you are ready to keep the sitting and moving forward and indulging in some fun and laughter and a damn good time, join us then as well. So thank you guys so much. You've been awesome out there. And we can't wait to get back with you again tomorrow night. So if you have to make that commute one more time, to go to the job, and you're dreading it, and you know it's going to be a shit day, this is why you can smile, because Satan loves you, and most importantly, you will stay heavy.
Thank you for joining us on Ringro's Underground. Stay tuned for more from Black Flame Entertainment.